The soldiers arrived at dawn. Rizpah heard them before she saw them, armor clinking softly, sandals grinding against stone. The slow, dreadful march of men carrying orders they did not want to carry. Nobody knocked. Nobody needed to. When the door opened, the room filled with cold morning light. For a moment, nobody spoke. The commander removed his helmet slowly, unable to meet her eyes. Rizpah stood motionless beside the table. She had already dressed, already prepared herself, as though some part of her had been waiting all night for death to finally enter the house. "We have come for the king's command," the soldier whispered. Rizpah gave a faint nod. No screaming. No collapsing. No desperate pleading. Just a terrible stillness, the kind born when grief grows too large for tears. Her sons emerged from the next room, pale with fear. They were still young men, still human, still terrified. One tried to appear brave, but his hands shook violently at his sides. The younger one looked at the soldiers and immediately understood. His lips parted, but no sound came out. Rizpah walked toward them slowly. For a second, she almost reached for them, like she used to when they were children frightened by nightmares. But this nightmare was real. No mother's embrace could stop it. One son finally spoke, his voice trembling. "Mother." The word shattered something inside her. Still, she forced herself to stand firm. If she broke now, they would break too. The younger son stepped closer. His eyes glistened with tears he fought desperately to hide. "Will it hurt?" he whispered. No one answered. Even the soldiers looked away. Then the older son turned toward Rizpah, trying to comfort her, though fear consumed him too. "Mother, will God remember us?" Her lips trembled. That question cut deeper than any blade, because she did not know. Would heaven remember innocent men condemned for another man's sin? Would God see them hanging beneath the sun? Would justice know their names? Rizpah cupped his face with shaking hands. "Yes," she whispered at last. "He will remember." But inside, her faith was bleeding. The walk to the execution hill felt endless. Crowds gathered silently along the roads. Some watched with pity, others with relief. Because suffering makes people cruel. When nations are starving, they stop asking whether sacrifices are fair. They only ask whether the pain will end. The hill stood outside Jerusalem beneath a merciless sky. Wooden beams had already been prepared. The sight nearly stole Rizpah's breath. Her sons froze. For the first time, real panic broke across their faces. The soldiers tied their hands. One of the young men began crying openly now, unable to stop. Rizpah moved forward instinctively, but guards held her back gently. "I'm here," she kept whispering desperately. "I'm here. I'm here." The executions were swift.